Before we get started, let's check out a short video about what Tesla just shared regarding their semi-trucks and the Giga Semi.
We're going to be industrializing this factory, installing the equipment, and preparing for high-volume production. First units are set to be on the line by the end of this year, and we'll be ramping the factory throughout 2026. The Tesla Semi is designed to be directly swapped in for diesel trucks without having to compromise. This is an instrumental product in helping advance Tesla's mission. There's a lot of exciting stuff coming through the next year.
Yeah, it's been a long time since Tesla last released any footage of the semi-trucks. The Semi was first unveiled almost 8 years ago, and the delivery event happened nearly 3 years back. Even the most recent video related to the Semi is from 2 years ago. It's been delayed for years, for a variety of reasons. A lot of people believe one major reason is the impact of the Cybertruck, something Elon Musk has been heavily focused on. That pickup has held back a number of Tesla's projects, and the Semi is probably the biggest example. On top of that, there's been a lack of Megacharger stations. The Nevada factory isn't scaled for mass production, and there's been an ongoing battery shortage. And yeah, there are probably a bunch of other reasons that only Tesla truly knows. But let's put the delays aside for a moment, because, clearly, the Semi is making a comeback, and it's here to disrupt the US trucking industry. This is the first Class 8 electric truck that's powerful enough to seriously replace diesel trucks. It's cheaper to run and way more efficient than traditional diesel rigs. And in today's episode, we're diving into the latest updates on the big rig, revealed by Dan Priestley at ACT Expo, a major clean transportation event where the Tesla Semi took center stage. Let's check it out. As we've mentioned many times before, truck driving is one of the professions facing a serious labor shortage. More drivers are leaving the job than entering it. Most people see it as tough and even dangerous work. Long-haul deliveries mean constant fatigue, sleep deprivation, and exhaustion. Add to that the engine noise, the wind noise. It's brutal. That's why Tesla is confident the Semi is a game changer. It was developed as a solution to these challenges, and it's set to completely change the way truck drivers operate. Dan Priestley kicked things off by affirming that Tesla is still moving full speed ahead with the semi-trucks, and so are their customers. Most of the companies that have placed orders understand the long-term value of electrification because the core principles still hold true. Electric trucks offer the lowest total cost of ownership in the freight industry. However, Dan Priestley also acknowledged that the transition isn't exactly easy. Success requires effort from both Tesla and its partners. While Tesla needs to ramp up truck production and build out charging infrastructure, their customers need to go big, maximizing mileage, scaling up their fleets, and committing to a large-scale shift. As many of you have seen, Tesla is building a manufacturing facility in Nevada, an expanded facility dedicated to the production of the Semi. As he shared, the Nevada factory is expected to produce 50,000 vehicles per year in a 1.7 million square foot facility. While the exterior looks complete, the interior is clearly empty, and Dan Priestley said the company is preparing to install the Giga Semi's interior amenities. Throughout the rest of this year, the company will bring in production equipment to begin high-volume production and scale up throughout 2026. And according to Dan Priestley, the Semi is undergoing significant changes. He said that based on the experience gained during development and operation, Tesla is making a comprehensive product upgrade. He said,
"We have a new mirror design, better sight lines, better aerodynamics, better performance overall. On top of that, we added a drop glass. There's a lot of fixed infrastructure, whether it's gate operations or interacting with a port or telecom. These will make drivers' lives easier."
Inspired by Japan's Shinkansen bullet trains, the Tesla Semi was designed from day one to be incredibly aerodynamic. Even while it was still on the drawing board, Tesla aimed to give it one of the lowest drag coefficients ever for a Class 8 truck, reportedly just 0.36. That's a stunning figure, especially when you consider that most traditional diesel trucks have drag coefficients ranging from 0.5 to 0.8, sometimes even higher. To achieve this, Tesla implemented a number of design innovations: a rounded front end, a smooth, flat underbody, covered wheels, and, notably, the removal of physical side mirrors, replaced instead by a digital camera system. They also narrowed the gap between the cab and trailer to reduce aerodynamic turbulence. Thanks to all these improvements, the Tesla Semi became the first electric truck in the world capable of going up to 500 miles on a full load, consuming 1.7 kilowatt hours of energy per mile. But despite these advances, the Semi's design has faced criticism, especially from veteran truck drivers. One of the most debated features is the replacement of traditional side mirrors with external cameras that project live video onto two interior screens. While this setup reduces drag and gives the truck a futuristic feel, many drivers say it makes it harder to judge depth and distance, especially when changing lanes or reversing. There are also concerns about reliability. Since the system is fully electronic, any malfunction could leave drivers without rear visibility, which poses serious safety risks. On top of that, the central driving position, while innovative, has been criticized for limiting side visibility, especially in tight spaces where quick judgment is crucial. That's why, as Dan Priestley revealed, the upcoming upgrades will include redesigned side mirrors that aim to improve both visibility and aerodynamics. Tesla is also adding sliding side windows, which will make it easier for drivers to interact with fixed infrastructure, like entry gates or loading docks. Beyond that, there are several other technical improvements in the works, but Tesla isn't ready to reveal all the details just yet.
And then one other thing, we have a new HV battery. Now this battery brings in our latest and greatest in terms of technology. It is cheaper to manufacture, and the best part is that it's actually less battery energy than in our current pilot production vehicles. But it maintains the same range. This is achieved through efficiency improvements that we're showing here, more than 7% at this point.
On the technical side, the Semi will be equipped with a megawatt charging system port, capable of charging at over 1 megawatt. That's 10 times more powerful than the current V3 superchargers used for Tesla's Model S, Model 3, or Model Y. What that means is the big rig can pull in a massive amount of energy in a very short time, an absolutely critical advantage for heavy-duty transport vehicles that need to minimize downtime to stay efficient. According to Tesla, with a 1 megawatt charge rate, the Semi can gain enough energy for around 350 miles of range in just 30 minutes. That kind of speed drastically reduces idle time for long-haul trucking, a key factor in competing with diesel rigs. At the same time, Dan Priestley revealed that the Semi is about to start using a new battery pack called the HV battery. Now, we're not sure if HV stands for high voltage, but Priestley confirmed it's a next-gen battery with lower production costs. Even though the battery pack has a smaller capacity, the truck still maintains its full range thanks to a 7% boost in efficiency. That makes the Semi lighter and cheaper to operate, ultimately delivering greater value to customers. What do you think about Tesla's new battery tech for the Semi? Previously, we had predicted that the Semi would switch from using the 2170 battery cells to the newer 4680 cells. But it looks like we were wrong. Maybe the 4680 cells are still being prioritized for the Cybertruck right now, or maybe they're just not the right fit for the Semi at this point. Either way, at least it's clear the truck is getting a better, more optimized battery pack. In addition to improving the Semi's design and performance, Tesla's engineering team has also developed a system called EPTO Electric Power Takeoff. This feature is designed to electrify auxiliary trailer equipment like refrigerated containers. EPTO supports multiple voltage levels in both DC and AC, with a peak power output of over 25 kilowatts. That means the Semi can now run equipment that used to rely on diesel engines, like refrigeration units, compressors, and hydraulic systems. On the charging front, Dan Priestley mentioned a new high-power charger currently in development, ranging from 1.2 to 2 megawatts. It's built on Tesla's modern V4 hardware, which is shared with passenger vehicles to benefit from production scale and the proven reliability of the supercharger network. This new design cuts the physical footprint of Semi charging stations by more than 50%, while offering flexibility, allowing between 1 and 8 charging posts to share the same power source. There's something undeniably striking about the Tesla Semi, especially out on the road. While it doesn't have the sharp, aggressive styling of the Cybertruck, it still turns heads. Why? Because it's a massive machine that moves with surprising smoothness. That's one of the things that makes it stand out, the moment it quietly fires up its electric drivetrain and starts accelerating. Recently, the Semi has continued to showcase its jaw-dropping acceleration, even when it seems fully loaded. In these situations, the Tesla Semi actually becomes audible, but unlike a typical diesel truck, this big rig roars with its own kind of futuristic sci-fi hum. It's in those moments you really feel the raw power coming from the truck's 3 independent motors mounted on the rear axle. Thanks to the Semi's insane performance, Dan Priestley revealed that Tesla's test fleet has now accumulated over 7.9 million miles. Of those, 26 trucks have each clocked more than 100,000 miles. An impressive feat, especially considering most of those routes have been regional so far. Both PepsiCo and Frito-Lay have praised the Semi's ability to handle long-haul days, with some drivers reporting they've completed 1,000-mile days behind the wheel. From what we understand, the Semi's electric drivetrain operates with 85 to 90% efficiency, compared to just 20 to 30% for traditional internal combustion trucks. That's mostly due to reduced losses from heat and friction. What's especially noteworthy is that the same engineering and service team that runs Tesla's supercharger network, with a remarkable uptime of over 99.95%, is also behind the Semi program. Tesla aims to bring that same level of operational excellence to heavy-duty electric trucking. In addition to fast charging, Tesla is developing integrated overnight charging solutions for fleets that don't require ultra-rapid top-ups. Charging is a core part of Tesla's long-term vision, and the company is investing heavily in public charging infrastructure to support the future of electrified freight. Specifically, Tesla is building out a dedicated public charging network for the Semi. As of now, 46 sites are under development across the U.S., with major expansion planned throughout 2026 and 2027. These locations are being strategically placed along key trucking routes and inside industrial zones to support both long-haul and regional logistics. Tesla's goal is to offer the lowest possible energy cost to fleet operators and help accelerate the shift to electric transport. This is one of the most exciting updates we've gotten about the Tesla Semi since its original debut. It's becoming clear that 2026 is shaping up to be the Semi's breakout year, while 2025 looks to be all about robo-taxi and the rollout of unsupervised FSD. With current production volume, existing commitments, and highly efficient execution in both construction and manufacturing, he stated that the new factory is positioned to produce cost-effective semi-trucks at a price that's attractive to customers. Reportedly, Tesla has already hired over 1,000 new factory workers for the Semi program in Nevada. This wave of hiring is believed to be part of the company's efforts to meet the backlog of Semi orders that have been building up over the years. While the Semi may be a major highlight later this year, production of the Tesla Cybertruck RWD is currently in full swing at Giga Texas. According to longtime Giga Texas observer Joe Tegtmeyer, who recently flew a drone over the facility, footage shows Cybercab cast frames being assembled on site, and a significant number of Cybertruck LR RWD units can also be seen in the area. The presence of these LR RWD variants at Giga Texas's staging area suggests that Tesla is ramping up production of its most affordable Cybertruck version. These LR RWD units are fairly easy to spot, since they don't have the tonneau cover installed. This variant is priced at $69,990 before incentives, $10,000 less than the Cybertruck AWD. At that price point, the Cybertruck long-range RWD offers an estimated range of 350 miles per charge when equipped with the standard 18-inch wheels. It can also gain up to 147 miles of range in just 15 minutes using a Tesla supercharger. Many of Tesla's cost-cutting measures are clearly reflected in the LRRWD's interior. For example, it comes with fabric seats, a standard dashboard, a 7-speaker sound system without active noise cancellation, and it lacks the 9.4-inch rear display. It also doesn't include the powered tonneau cover, the two 120-volt and one 240-volt outlets in the truck bed, or the two 120-volt outlets inside the cabin. Instead of the adaptive air suspension found in the AWD and Cyberbeast models, this version uses adaptive coil spring suspension. But that's not all. There's been a lot of buzz around Tesla's upcoming vehicle expected to launch later this year. As we reported earlier, familiar sources from China have suggested that a more affordable version of the Tesla Model Y, internally referred to as E80, is set to enter production at Giga Shanghai this May. When we look at Tesla's existing line of budget-friendly vehicles, we can already start to see which features might carry over or be left out in this new Model Y variant. Reports suggest that the E80 will be a stripped-down version of the refreshed Model Y. That means we might see smaller wheels, single-pane side windows, no rear display, a halved speaker count, single-color ambient lighting, fabric seats without heating or ventilation, and a manually operated trunk. The E80 is expected to come with a 50 to 55 kilowatt-hour battery pack, while the exact launch date will likely depend on how well the new Model Y performs in the market. Rumors indicate it could roll out as early as the second half of 2025 or sometime in 2026. If the rumors are true, this would allow Tesla China to offer the E80 Model YY, a highly competitive price point of around $26,000 to $28,800. The big question now is, with all those features removed, will the E80 still be compelling enough for buyers? That's a fair concern. But we should remember, the Model Y is still a premium, well-balanced vehicle in many ways. It didn't become a global bestseller by accident. Hopefully, even a tiny Model Y won't lose the essence of what makes the Tesla crossover so appealing in the first place. That's why these more affordable variants of the Model Y could be well received by consumers. The fact that the rumored E80 is expected to be produced at Giga Shanghai says a lot, especially considering that China is home to the most competitive EV market in the world. We are genuinely excited about the launch of this budget-friendly vehicle and hope to hear more updates in the coming reports. Even though the company had a somewhat rough start to the year, that doesn't necessarily tell the whole story. We believe things will stabilize toward the end of the year as Tesla rolls out new projects and improved updates across its product lineup. Notably, the deployment of 5,000 Optimus robots across production facilities and the potential commercialization of the Cybercab as early as June could open up breakthrough opportunities, both in tech and transportation. In addition, advancements in full self-driving software and the scaling of production at new gigafactories promise to drive major improvements in revenue and operational efficiency. We remain confident that with its long-term vision and relentless pace of innovation, Tesla is well on its way to regaining strong growth momentum. Lowering freight costs in the U.S. is a huge win for businesses and families alike. And while the Tesla Semi has been delayed compared to initial expectations, it remains a highly strategic piece in Tesla's ecosystem. With major upgrades in the works, from high-performance battery systems to ultra-fast charging via Megacharger stations, the Semi promises outstanding efficiency, both in terms of cost and environmental impact. The ambitious goal of producing 50,000 units per year by 2026 may be bold, but it's certainly within reach as production lines at Giga Nevada and other facilities expand and become increasingly automated. If successful, the Semi won't just redefine long-haul transportation, it will play a key role in cutting emissions and accelerating the global shift towards sustainable energy. So what do you think about the Tesla Semi? Do you believe the goal of producing 50,000 units a year by 2026 is realistic? And in your opinion, what's the most important factor that would make the Semi a top choice in the logistics industry? Drop a comment below. Thank you, and see you in the next episode.